And we're here. We're live from the workbench. You still have your microphone turned off. Well, turn on your sound. That'll work better. I can't unmute you because you get yourself. There we go.
What happened? How did that happen? I didn't even freaking click on that button.
You got fat fingers.
All right. Accidental muting. Or was it an
accidental mutilation?
The mutilization of America.
He mutilated himself.
Man, we got a lot of crap going on, don't we? We have a lot of stuff that we can chat about today.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to cover, but let's start with the fellas that are here. Waypoint, New England, got here first. Lee McCready and the neck and neck, both at the same time, or same time stamp anyway. Hello, fellas.
Welcome.
I hope y'all are staying warm. There's the other Lee, Yellow Rose Drones. He hung out in Big Bend Park this weekend. That must have been a chilly affair. Yeah, we got like the super Arctic blast going down here.
Yeah, we're getting cold, but daytime temperatures are getting back in the 50s. So that's
well, this morning it was like 18 degrees, and the field slack are like 5 degrees.
Wow, yeah, we're 30. So our nighttime temperatures aren't quite that cold. Up north here is really cold because we're mountains. So north of me is mountains. I'm at 2,000 feet, and if I drive 2 hours that direction, I'm at 7,000 feet. So it gets high fast. So
well,
all right, there we go. I'm looking for my chat here. I'm popping it out.
He says it was actually warm over there than it was in San Antonio. Well, that's good for you because it got freaking cold around here.
Yeah, it's interesting how very quickly you can just drop in temperature just depending on where the air is, where it's moving.
Well, the joke was, San Antonio was having like 27-degree weather, and El Paso was at 68 degrees. So New Mexico, they didn't get anything out of this Arctic blast. And like went around and then just dropped straight down into Texas.
Wow. Where's Yellow Rose at? He said he was in the low 70s.
He was Big Bend National Park area over by El Paso.
Okay, so that's south, but it's further west too, so it helps.
And actually, San Antonio is further south than El Paso.
It was probably the westerly direction because that air mass, it dips. We get that. You get the trough that kind of dips down or goes sideways. And the further west, the closer to the desert you get that high pressure.
Yeah. Anywho,
yeah, it's
little progress update on Mr. Croc. We finally found antennas and pigtails suitable for the job.
Yeah, see, that's the way the antennas should have been.
Connectors for your air unit. So this thing, I'm just gonna double stick tape back in here.
Just put that back. Yeah, there's really nothing else you can do with the air unit. I mean, that's when you bought it. When I bought it, it was double stick tape down. That was the method of installation. And it's all good, man. Mr. Croc will just be happy to be flying again. He will be
After you mutilated him too.
Yeah,
You master mutilator.
I'm keeping my freaking tools away from stuff except for props.
Yeah. All you
That was
get
my
is an
big. That was
M8.
my.
All you get is an M8 nut driver. Everything else getting confiscated.
Right here. Oh man, that's
So
that's exactly what's happening. But
shall we
yeah,
start?
what?
Shall we start with your purchase, or
Yeah,
you
I
want
can
to
give
give
you
a
an
quick
update.
update for
Yeah,
those that didn't watch your stream yesterday? Give a
yeah.
quick update, and do a little show and tell, and then we'll hit the Walksnail trail.
There we go. I had to get my other lights on because everything I get shadows all over the place. Yeah. So yesterday I just did a quick kind of unboxing, and I did it live because it's a heck of a lot easier to just do it that way. Plus, if you do get somebody that has a question and you do have somebody that pops in, you can answer those. So that turned out actually pretty good. But so here's the new bird. This is the 4.2-inch GEP RC domain, and it is just a really hot rod. It's a hot rod. It really is a hot rod. And I was just commenting because last night Kai and I bugged him, late into the night. I got home because I was at a party, and he helped me get my ELRS set up. So now we've got ELRS control link. And one thing I did do is I angled the GPS so it's clear of the tail. And I found out today that I need to take some of the angle off of my camera because this is because I especially if you're flying in a very tight neighborhood. So that's all I can tell you is I flew it in here. Let me give you, I got a sneak peek really quick. I just want to show you this. Just really quick. Let me see if I can get this. So this is a screenshot.
Yeah, make you big.
Right there. But that's yeah. So there it is. This is what you shouldn't do in a small neighborhood is fly something that, and you can see, I do have low, I do have low battery flashing.
Why in the world is your
Yeah, I understand.
OSD?
My OSD is right in the middle of the pic. We just got to adjust it. I don't know why it's in the middle because everything, it wasn't digital. Something was messed up when we were setting up the OSD on Betaflight. So anyway.
That's in your goggles.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what happened last time.
It's that one setting in the goggles.
A canvas mode or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Custom canvas, whatever the hell it was.
Right. So I just got to get it. I just got to set it back. So then I get my, the proper,
yeah,
the proper location of everything. But at least I could see my voltage. I didn't see the battery. Well, I'm flying with a low battery anyway. I just put enough juice in it just to launch, and probably my initial launch probably took away all of my battery reserve. So, yeah, so I'm flying around that little neighborhood, and of course everything checked out, so we're good. Everything's working. Obviously, we got a little problem yet, but we'll get it fixed. So
East Coast Roads just showed up. He's calling somebody gentleman. I don't know if it was you or me, but
I've got a helicopter that's making a
if
lot
you're
of
looking
noise.
for gentlemen East Coast, you might have come to the wrong stream. So Jim Croning is here. He's sick on a snow day.
Yeah, it's a lot of people are having a snow day.
Yeah, well,
A lot of people are experiencing a snow.
I heard today that no, some schools had as many as half the students not show up for school today.
Really?
Yeah, because the parents won't let the kids stand out wait for the school bus in 15-degree weather.
Well, 15 is cold, so I can understand that. So I I can only understand it because I know how how weather and how kids are basically acclimated to what weather we have. As a kid, growing up, for me, 15 degrees was a really good day. So if it wasn't below zero, my parents would be there to pick us up at the end of the driveway. If it was below zero, they would be at the end of the driveway to pick us up. But it's about, we had to walk about a quarter mile, to our house from the street because we had a really long driveway. So, and we did walk both ways and in the snow and
In
rain.
the snow, barefoot, uphill. I know. But yeah, well,
That's better.
all the best to Jim's here. He's really not feeling that.
Yeah, I'm glad you're making it. This is
Hope
actually
you get to feeling better there, Jim.
this is drone therapy. This stream.
Drone therapy? No, that's build stream. We're not
Oh, is it?
we're not gonna
Who is that actually a name?
yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. As he has his stream is called drone therapy.
All right, I should know that, shouldn't I? Nah, I don't. I don't know a lot of stuff.
You should, yeah.
I should, but I don't
And
sometimes.
you probably didn't know at one point, but was your general retention of knowledge.
Yeah. I
Um,
I do tend to lose direction quickly. So, but yeah,
I never knew you had direction when that happened.
I
Did
it's
you
safe
get a
to
truck
say
for that?
it's safe to say, Kai, I won't be maidening Mr. Croc in my front yard.
Oh, come on. Come on.
He probably actually he will with the big props he has. He probably would be easier to fly. I just get the camera real low, and he probably would be pretty easy because, Kai too flies great in this neighborhood. I'd fly him again in a second in this neighborhood. I got no problem with him. I can fly him slow. I can fly him fast. So
Apparently, I need to find me a new ultralight 5-inch frame because I think Catalyst Machine Works is done. I actually tried to reach out to them, send them an email, what's the deal? When are we going to be able to get some parts? No answer. Their website's been a ghost town for months now. I'm beginning to think they're done. I know they had an ad up on Facebook looking for people who built drones for like $30 an hour,
huh.
but I don't see them any advertising anything. Everything you see on their website is out of stock. So
Yeah, they probably got in a problem. They probably only had a very small amount of people helping them, and who knows? Maybe they didn't pay them, and next thing you know, they're like, "I'm not working for you anymore." And
well, they may just do like production for somebody else.
yeah, that's true. They might have, yeah, they might have gotten huge jobs and they just backlogged everything. That's
Yeah.
another thing. If they're pumping out product, they could be subcontracting for somebody, like you're saying.
Yeah. But I'm going to have to find ultralight 5-inch frame. I may go with the AOS
The new one?
V5.
Yeah, the new one. It's got the wider back end, so you can fit stuff normal. I really like the EOS frame. I like its lightness. I like all the extra, the extra struts. Um, it's just when you get it without, when you hold it without a battery, it just feels really light. It feels like a light, and of course, if you put the right battery with it, pair the right battery, you're dang near 250 grams. So you're in the
See,
right.
this is the one I'm thinking about.
AOS V5. Here, I'm going to look that up here. I really like that whole build right there. Yeah, see, they widened out the back end. Here, let me get Kai here. Let's see here. Yeah, so there's the difference of the frame, the way it's, they made it so narrow at the back end, which really limits you, right here. And then, you had to put, you had to angle the O3 unit. And with
That
the new
was the
one, you don't
only
have
way
to
to get that thing to fit in that frame.
So,
Even though I'm not totally opposed to going with the evil version of that frame.
yeah,
Where's
it's
your LR5?
LR5. And I like how the one thing that did surprise me, Kai, today.
You are muted again.
What happened is I'm touching the button with my, there we go. We're good. Okay. So the detail everybody's putting in is this. That is really a handy detail. That right there. That is absolutely just making things better.
It puts a lot less strain on the flight controller if you do crash and the battery gets ejected. And you don't have the wires yanking on the flight controller, screwing up all your electronics.
Right. And then in like the way the LR5 is, even I don't care if it's sticking up a little bit. Who cares? It's solid in the frame. I think
Well, here's the new LR5 that has the connector in the frame.
Yeah, and a lot of people were putting it in their TPU mount in the back, which is really cool too. But there's a huge thing to be said about the ultralight frame, and I wouldn't be opposed to putting a different motor, a little beefier motor in there, so you can get rid of the bi-blade or the T-mount. I just, T-mount's great, but gosh, if you could just eliminate the T-mount, you could put different motors in there.
Well,
what motors are you thinking about
I
putting?
want to reuse the motors. I want to reuse stuff off of this thing.
Okay.
I do love the catalyst here.
Make it big really quick so we can.
Come on.
There we go.
And these are Brother Hobby 2005 motors.
Yeah. Yeah, with the single nut, and that's, I think, what does this thing have on a 2005?
So they're 2005, 1450 kV.
Yeah, so Gep RC's putting 2105 on it. So that's the only difference.
Well, I mean, but yeah, I want to, and then that's going to segue us into our next thing, because I want to go to start get one of these guys.
Yeah.
The Moonlight kit.
So the Moonlight is where you're going to put that. You're going to use that lightweight frame, huh?
So CADX / walk snail / avatar / whatever you want to call it has released a 4K 60 camera and VTX for the avatar system, meaning they are, stepping up to where you can use a 4K with either the old goggles or the new goggles. Ta-da. And yes, I took the LEDs off and put the flat panel antenna on it. And these stubbies are getting replaced probably the end of the week, as soon as they come in. So, if you do have the Goggles X, a few notes. CADX is shipping a heatsink out. Basically, take off this top cover. There's 2 screws here on the back. Top cover pops off, a couple of screws, and you get a new heatsink to help with heat dissipation, because there's a little bit of an issue with these guys overheating. Some people have it, some people don't. Seems to be the big mystery right now. But nonetheless, they acknowledge the issue. They're fixing that. There was also a new release in firmware, which helped with the overheating issue a lot too. But if you ordered the Goggles X, go on the CADX FPV.com website and order yourself. They're sending it to you for free. They don't even charge you for shipping.
That's good.
And since we're on heat issues, this thing, the review units had problems with heat on 6S, but they found a hardware issue, and before they went into production, they changed the hardware, and the production models allegedly don't have the problem. So we'll see.
Allegedly.
Yeah, well,
I think they're trying to work out the issue. I think they're,
it seems to be
their heart's in the right place.
Well, it seems to me that let me remove that. It seems to me that and it's not just CADX that's doing it. DJI is doing the same thing. Products get released was a half-baked firmware, and then we're all doing the beta testing, and a couple of firmware releases later, it actually works as it should. And I know Matt's Tech went on a big rant about it, and I understand his frustration because he sits down for hours and does thermal scans and breakdowns and goes in great big detail about the technical aspects. And then to find out that the unit he has is not even a production unit, and the production unit is going to be different, and the heat issues are going to be different, and everything he did just flushed down the toilet. So
right. I mean, he's trying to, help.
I feel his frustration.
He's trying to help people. Yeah.
To me, CADX bringing out a 4K system is good, because that means competition for DJI. That keeps DJI in line. So even if you're not a Walksnail fan, still be appreciative of Cadex stepping up, because whenever Cadex steps up, DJI does too.
Yeah,
So
and
even if you're just in the DJI ecosystem, if Cadex does stuff, DJI will too, just to beat them to it. And the biggest selling point for me on this new thing, on this new system, is the freaking price point,
right.
because it is $189, including an ND filter.
Two
Okay.
antennas.
Has a dual antenna thing. So we're back to two separate antennas, and these are actually left-hand polarized antennas and not the linear antennas DJI is using. It's got a moonlight camera, which is really good for low light situations.
It gives you better contrast too. So you get some lights where the darks are usually, overpowering the
And
image.
here is something that Cadex did that my hat's off to them. These yellow buffers they put in, these yellow anti-vibration pads they put in here. Because again, the gyro for the EIS is in the camera. So they put in the vibration dampening between the camera and the frame. I mean, this is something that, DJI should have thought of from the get-go too. But apparently Walksnail learned from their first generation of cameras and now added this little feature to it.
Wider field of view, little wider.
Yeah, it's huge. It's like 160 degrees. Yeah, it's 160-degree field of view on that camera. It's almost too much.
Yeah, because you can get too much information. Most really good pilots will narrow it down. They just want 4x3.
So, and it comes with a little ND8 filter that just shoves over the lens, which actually would be cheap protection for your camera too. Now, one thing Cadex is doing, and they don't have it on their website yet, but the reviewers were talking about it. Cadex will sell a kit which will include the 4K camera and the recording board, and you can retrofit your existing VTXs to the 4K without having to buy a whole new. Now, the kit is like $110. Okay, it's not cheap, but you're not throwing out $140 VTX to replace it was $190 VTX,
Right? Or a $230 VTX.
And one thing was Cadex, all their cameras work with all their VTXs, and the VTX on this thing's been designed. There's two boards in there, and each board can be replaced individually. So if you fry your VTX board, you still have the recording board. You just order a replacement VTX board. So it's actually repairable. It's not a throwaway unit. And I mean, if we want to talk money, yeah, $110 for a camera and the VTX board is not cheap, but on DJI, you barely get a replacement camera for that. You want to replace the whole VTX, that's what, $170 now?
Yeah, any break in the trend of the price is big, I think. It's when we start spending $500 for something, to me that's excessive. This is too much money. I like it, but it's freaking expensive.
Yep.
You know, I'd like it to be $300. And I remember when I started flying, you know, $300 is a lot of money. And I'm like, gosh, you know, $300 drones, you know, and now I'm spending thousands of dollars in, and I'm just like, it's insane. And it needs to come back down to earth, especially in the FPV hobby where you're replacing units all the time. So, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it can't, you don't want it to be cost prohibitive. And when you can get the smallness, and now you can get the, you know, 4K, you know, in Cadix, you're, you know, you're creating an entire niche of people, you know, where they can mix and match, upgrade, you know.
Well, your guys, so the Gap RC just came out, was a new VTX, analog VTX. And what's a Kramer FPV did a review on it. This is a 2500 milliwatt VTX analog VTX.
Hey Jim, hey, you're preaching to the choir, man. You said $300 is still a lot of money. Yep, absolutely. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
When people were starting the FPV hobby, you know, it was $150, you know, for a quad with, you know, 5-inch.
See, it's on pre-order, $58 for
Wow.
it. A 2.5 watt VTX with cooling fan on it.
See, that's reasonable. I mean, that's a lot of technology.
Well, now you still gonna need a camera to go with it. You still gonna have to buy an antenna to go with it. No, actually, antenna comes with it. An antenna comes with it. I'm gonna just kind of play part of his intro here. What's in the box? There's the VTX. Yep. Let's go back a frame. So you got the VTX, you got some screws, you got wiring, and then you have 2 antenna pigtails. So that all comes with it. At $58, I mean, that's a pretty fair deal. But it is analog. So, and as we go looking at the flight footage, you know, we'll look at the lines. That's going to be a little rough on the old eyeball.
Yeah, that's where we're spoiled, you know, if we're flying
Yeah.
digital. I mean,
but yeah, check out Kramer FPV's review on it. But analog is not dead. Analog's not dead, not by a long shot.
you just look at that. That's, you know, that's what we, you know, that's where I learned. I learned on 1080, you know, flying in 1080. I mean, that's, you know, that's, I'm spoiled, you know, but there's a cost. There's
well, if you fly in 1080, you fly in HD. You fly in 720, you fly in
HD, right?
If you fly an analog, you're in the 400s or something.
Right.
That 460 or 480 on a good day. So yeah, this hobby ain't cheap. Let's just face the facts.
I'm excited to see proper exposed gyro flow footage from that camera. And because that to me is where the comparison lies, for at least for me, for what I like to do, that I can fly, you know.
I don't know that you can put analog through gyro flow.
Oh no, well, yeah, I'm still back in the back in the Cadix world. Sorry, right with the analog. No, you can't. You basically you're flying for performance. It's performance based as opposed to video quality based. It's just a different philosophy.
Now, but get that new VTX and pair it with this camera, you might be onto something.
Yeah, when you get right now, you get the right camera in there, and
yes, yeah, you got the right camera on there, you got the right VTX, and you can make it. You can make it pretty good.
at 2.5 2.5 watts too.
But here we go: $50 for a camera, $58 for the VTX, and we still need an antenna somewhere. So we're at $115, $120, depending on what kind of antenna you get. By the time you get takes everything else was $125. So is digital really that much more expensive? It is more expensive.
Possum, eat or I put out there, eat or fly. And Possum saying that's a rough choice. Yeah, I don't want to.
Well, for him, it's more possum. So unless the possum's getting tough to come by. But anyway, no, there's some interesting new products coming out. I'm actually glad you got that domain. Is it a domain or is it a domain?
Domain. It's a stupid domain. It's a stupid selling gimmick. Okay, and most people haven't seen it with the white trim. This comes all black too. There's an all black trim.
Now you got to find yourself somebody that's pinstriping and give it a sick paint job. Spend about $500 on a signature paint job on that.
I'm excited to get it out and just rip it, where I don't have to worry about my hitting the neighbor's car. Oh man, when I was flying that, the little neighbor boy up the street was like, "Hi," because his mom was getting the mail.
Oh,
so
boy.
If you look in the video, there's a white van down there, and she's like, "What the heck is he doing?"
The idiot's lost his mind completely.
Oh, my other neighbor next to me, he doesn't care. He's the one that has the pilot friend, the RC pilot friend, but I haven't seen him in a while, so I don't know if he might be in dire straits. That was his Air Force buddy or something. I haven't seen him come. He hasn't visited in a while, so. Oh, funny. But yeah, that's. I think the next step right now is to find out how DJI counterpunches, because there's going to be a freaking they got a jab going on there.
We already know some of what's going on with DJI. It's the new goggles with the extra little cameras in it.
Roundhouse right, we call that. We'll see. I don't care about the new goggles. The new goggles, I don't give a crap about. What I want to see is what they do with the flying part, what they do with the bird. And it's bad enough that we're going to be seeing another $1,000, $1,500 product coming out.
Speaking of goggles and stuff, and I've sent you a link to it, but this phone that I got from Newbie Drone.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually, these are the goggles X, but it
looks chubbier.
We're always in trying to figure out a way to make the make things better.
I
The
think
foam,
it seems like it's fatter foam than this. It's different. It's like thicker and wider, you know.
well, this one has the nose completely cut out of it.
And I kind of need the nose in there. I kind of need that to bring it up a little bit.
On these goggles, it made a world of difference was that foam, because it actually pushed that bottom up.
Oh, it did. So they did do this and thinner in the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only $11, so it's not like I couldn't, you know, I couldn't try it out. I already got the Velcro.
I know you're supposed to be saving money and all that, but that, you know,
I can't do anything.
One less run of Starbucks for you.
I'm not breaking the rules here for at least another month. Hopefully, DJI doesn't come out with anything for a while. Oh.
I sent you a link to that foam. I really think you should try that out.
Yeah, it's $11. I could swing that with $40 shipping.
You know what? That shipment from Newey Drone from California to me took almost 2 weeks.
Wow.
Over 2 weeks.
That domain from China took me 6 days.
You even got it delivered on a holiday.
They delivered it on MLK Day, and it only took like 6 days. Yeah. All I did was I sent them a note. I said, "Hey, I'm going to review this thing. Can you guys expedite the shipping?" And they went, "Okay." What I should have said was, "Can you drop the price a little bit?" It's worth every bit of $500. So, you know, compared to everything else you can buy, you know, if you go buy any 5-inch out there, 5, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. They all cost about the same. They're all $500, $479, $460. If I got it with a Wasp, which I'm thinking I'm going to start buying. That's why I was getting the Caddx stuff. I was flying the 3-inch. That's, you know, Vista, and I'm figuring I'll just fly Vista, you know, with the Cinewhoop. Just get a Vista system and then put a big camera on it. You know, the Wasp / whatever, the Polar Pro.
Yeah.
Which to me is not that's not a trade-off. I don't mind that. I have no problem flying Vista. I have no problem with that. It's still HD.
I have 2 Nebula Pro Nano cameras still here, brand new in the box.
With the Vista?
No, just I only have the camera.
Oh, just
I have one brand new Vista unit, and I have 2 brand new cameras that are the Nebula Pro Nano. So that's the smaller one.
Well, you're going to be building me a freaking Cinewhoop here pretty soon. So,
oh boy,
you're like, what? look at his eyes roll. Okay, let's get Mr. Croc done first. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, Mr. Croc, I think we got the biggest issue resolved.
I like the frame you sent me. The frame, the image of that frame, the Speedy Bee. I like that.
The Speedy Bee Cinewhoop.
Yeah. I just got to get by I've got to get by this DJI thing first. You know, that's going to just kill me. I mean, this thing right here, I was just like, maybe I won't do it, but it was something I think I needed to explore. GepRC, like I said, they started my channel by, you know, the FPV world for me started flying the rocket. So yeah, the B35. Yeah. That's a nice looking frame. I like the yellow. I like they got a little dampener in the front there to hold the camera.
They got the LEDs in there.
You got choice of LED, comes in the run cam, link.
Well,
you have a lot of choices. Caddx, You should show the Caddx video. I wonder if I've got that. The Caddx one, they've got their own unit coming out, but it's walk snail, I believe.
You know what? That video disappeared off of YouTube.
Oh, it did.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got
the guy that was doing the CES piece.
Yeah,
his video is gone.
They said, hey, don't. Yeah.
They may not be ready for that.
That was good. That was a nice looking little whoop there, but I believe it was walk snail.
Well,
it would only make sense.
There's some really good design elements to this, and you can have it. No, was an aluminum bottom to help with heat dissipation. So
we'll see what happens with DJI. I still need to do one more thing. I need to fly a micro, an 03 micro. There's a lot of those around, and I just want to have that. Now that's a neighborhood. That's a neighborhood bird. You know, a little micro bee. You know, just buzz around the neighborhood. I can nobody's afraid of that. And
well, the Pavo Pico, I would advise against at this point.
Yeah, the Pavo is the price isn't too bad either, and you can buy the frame and the motors, and then buy the air unit separate. If you do that, I looked at the price, and it's like $360 $360. You save like $30 if you buy them separate. Then you just plug it in and throw it in your. You buy the. I saw the Pico.
Here's the Pavo 25.
Does that have ELRS built into it? One of them does.
ELRS baked into it.
Yeah,
but that's the 25, so that's a 2.5 inch.
Right, and I actually like the 2.5 because it's just a little bit more punchy, and it's 2 to 3S as opposed to just 2S. And of course, they've got the camera that I don't own on there.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's my freaking camera.
That's what it looks like if you had a Action 2.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that one's about 400, I think. If you get all the, I got to get over the fact that I don't need a GPS because you don't on that.
On a Cinewhoop, you already don't need a GPS.
You can get it. They actually give you an option for one, you know.
This is what happened to GPS on the back of my Cinewhoop.
Where is it at? I can't. Oh, it's gone. It's not there.
Exactly.
Huh. What Cinewhoop is that? Is that a 3-inch?
This is the Axis Flying 3.5. And if you had an Action 2, you could put it in there.
Oh, that's the Axis Flying. Have you got walk snail on that?
I got walk snail on this.
Yeah, that looks good, man. That's a good build. Again,
if you had, walk snail goggles, hint.
You said, yeah, then I could fly it and just check it out.
I would send it to you, and you can
just fly it a little bit and learn on it.
Fly it a bit and wreck it and send it back.
I'm not going to wreck it. Might get stuck in a tree in the spring. That's what I'm afraid of with this one.
Best case scenario, you wrecked it. Worst case scenario, it comes with attached to a tree.
Oh, my fear is that I'm going to get good at flying this domain, and I'm going to stick it in the tree this spring. That's what happened with Mr. Croc. I started getting good at flying them, and then I freaking stuck it in the tree because I, cut a corner.
You were really good at flying to get it stuck in a tree.
Oh.
Let's think about
Pavo 25. I haven't seen that.
I got really good at flying and put it in a tree.
I thought you were at war with Beta FPV.
I'm not at war with Beta FPV, but the stay away from their batteries and chargers. their batteries and chargers, especially for the 1S, absolutely blow.
Yeah.
Okay. If you need batteries with a BT 2.0 connector on it, Tattoo sells them, buy them. Miles better than the Beta FPV batteries as far as battery sag and flight time or anything else concerned. If you need a charger, get that. What the hell is that thing called again?
I'm looking.
Of course, we have to.
I'm looking for that Pavo 25. There we go. 359. That's not bad. Is that 359? That can't be 03, I don't think. Maybe it is.
It's $199 without anything. It's $199 bare bone.
Yeah, because you can get yeah. So that's this one is the one I'm looking at now is that can't be analog. It says HD, but it's not showing me what's in there. ELRS 359. So that's probably got a WASP or something in there, some kind of TBS Crossfire. What is the VTX in there? Oh, Nebula Pro Nano is in there. But we don't want the Nebula Pro Nano. We want the we don't want the nano camera. That sucks.
All right.
Yeah, the Caddx bird is a lot like the. I'm going to say it's a lot like the Avata. It's got the same props, but it's more of it's like the 5-bladed props, but they're the gem fan version where they're curved a little bit more. That's what I'm trying to think of what I remember about that build. And then I believe it was a Walksdale HD system, and it had obviously it had their new system in it. Yeah, and it was trying to think if it was a 3-inch. I think it was smaller than a 3-inch because he was holding it, and yeah, the guy at CES probably got him in trouble.
Well, we don't know, but yeah, here's the charger for BT 2.0, the Wi-Fi Whoop Store 3. But that's a great charger. I like this charger. And then get the Tattoo batteries. And it makes even the Meteors fly 10 times better. The Tattoo batteries are kind of hard to come by. Most I actually bought mine off of eBay, I believe. But they do have them.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can looking through my CES stuff. If I can round that up. Let's see. CES 2024. Video unavailable. Yep. They killed it. You know what? I think that was a calculated kill. I think they put it out there so people could see it, and they killed it on purpose. It's one of those, hey, you know, this is a pre-release, or this is a, you know, one of our people that we sent out the unit to is didn't follow instructions.
Drone Delirium says he's got the Pava 20 and he loves it. And Chuck is here, and Lori's working late.
It's just a great trainer. You can fly around with it pretty much anywhere, you know. But nothing's cheap.
Somebody's got to work late in your household to pay for all the trips y'all take. No.
Sometimes, you know.
Now we know who's doing the working. And Tex Armstrong guy, Michael Wright. Howdy, fella. I think he's got some keyboard issues.
La Flow. LA Flow.
Yeah, he's yeah. Anyway, these are the tattoo batteries I'm talking about. Come in a 5-piece set for $29. These batteries work well.
And they've got the little, you know, the little.
And they have the BT 2.0 connector on it.
Yeah, that little connector that's easier to charge. The 450.
So
it's 1S 450. And what was the price on those? What did it say? Like
they're
$12?
$29.
Ooh, $30. Whew. That's just man. It it's expensive. Everything's pricey. Anyway, yeah, I think we hit all of our topics today. I think we did. We got the Cadix stuff in. We got the couple of little builds. We got the DJI stuff. Pretty much whatever there is of that.
Tonight to pick up my old tonneau cover, and now he's wanting to know if he can put it in the sedan. Yeah, that might fit, but it'll probably be tight.
I guess the only thing right now, did you see this? Let me see. I don't know if I missed something, but let's see if I can find that again. There's a DJI teaser that I really don't understand. Let's see. Maybe one of you guys can recognize it a little bit better. Here, let me. Oh man, can I share that? I can't pop it up, but I can show you what I mean. It's this thing. Oh, not that. That's not what I want there. That's not it. That's not it. Here, let's turn that one down. I turn that off. Let's go to camera. Here, let's turn that and take there at that right there. Have you seen that? It says shaping the world. What is that?
There's also saw something DJI looks like has another microphone coming out.
Yeah, they've got their mic 2 coming out. I mean
that's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's not a microphone there. That's something else. That looks like a screen.
Yeah, it looks like a screen of some type. Let's make you a little bigger so we can see what.
Yeah, that's about all I can. That's all I know about that. I can't do anything else to change the size.
That's Enterprise. So
DJI Enterprise. So, you think that's a new controller?
I don't know if it's a controller or just a monitor.
It looks like a monitor of some kind.
It
It's
might
probably a
just be
3,000 nit monitor or something.
it might be a monitor for the Enterprise Edition. So
Yeah,
that's launching so tomorrow evening is the microphone, and then day after in the morning they were launching this thing.
I like the white microphone, by the way. But that'll be interesting to see what that is. I don't. It doesn't compute, but yeah, to me, it's always been. It looks like a screen, some kind of monitor, just because of the way it's, laid out. It goes frame to frame, so there's there's a lot of space there. But anyway, that was my that was one thing I was trying to figure out.
Well, Drone Delirium's got it nailed though. Whatever it is, it's at least $5,000.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Anything that's enterprise at all, it's between $5,000 and $15,000 for sure. Too much money.
Yeah.
Too much money.
So, and if y'all don't mind, start hitting the old thumb up button down there in the bottom. I appreciate it. Chuck's buying the mic too, and he's buying this new thing too. So then he can tell us all about it.
If you were not here for the much too fast flight for the neighborhood.
And well, that's why I didn't record, because it says SD card formatting required.
Yeah, I did. I think I recognized that. Yeah, I got to format the SD card. I didn't do that. That's called, I want to get it in the air as fast as possible because I just want to feel it fly.
Yeah. Didn't wait for satellite lock either.
Hell no.
That's why we don't have a speed, because Knucklehead couldn't wait 2 seconds for it.
And it ended up upside down. Oh, that was fun.
I tell you what, this GPS, the Walksnail GPS, that sucker is fast. For satellite lock, is that thing fast?
And saying fast and GPS in the same sentence is something that's very difficult to do right now in the hobby.
I'd say 15 seconds for it to have a lock.
Wow.
I mean, that was insanely fast.
Yeah, that is fast.
Plugged it in, set it down, sat down on the bench, getting my goggles, and as I'm putting the goggles on, I hear the thing beeping for a lock. So
that's incredible. And that's without priming it up or anything.
That was without priming it up or anything.
Wow.
So
all right. Well, is it getting to be that time?
Is it getting to be that time? Almost. Have you got your 5-minute warning yet?
My 5-minute warning?
Yeah, you get your 5-minute warning, then we know we got another 15 minutes before you have to go.
I don't know
how it works.
I don't know when my warning is going to come today.
So, all
right. My wife isn't home yet, so she's at
Michael, tell me that you're okay, because I'm looking at your text here. I'm getting kind of concerned. Just a simple thumbs up or something. Just you know. You look like, and this looks like you're having a stroke or something. So. Was there anything else that got released this week that we haven't talked about yet?
It's kind of nice that we're getting anything that's coming out, you know, because
we got a lot of junk coming out.
Yeah, we've been used to just waiting a lot, and you know, during last spring we got just slammed with stuff.
Yeah, but we're not in the spring yet.
Yeah, spring's coming. At least we don't have a Mavic 4 coming out, thank God. Oh my Lord.
Of course we have a Mavic 4 coming out. It's coming out in May.
Oh shit.
April, May is when the Mavic 4 is coming out.
Oh man.
You know, we'll have February, March for the Avata 2. And then, you know, April, May, you know, for Mavic 4. I know, wait. We're at the
Mini 5.
Air 3 SE.
The what?
Right?
Oh, the Mini 3S.
Air 3S. Air 3S.
The Air 3S, yes. And then the
Yeah.
Mini 4 SE.
And the Mini 4 SE. There you go.
Well, it has to be the Mini 3 SE, of course, because they got to sell those drone bodies. They have to get rid of those freaking Mini 3s that nobody wants. Not the Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 3s that suck ass. I can't believe they put out a drone with a crappy camera on it and with a reduced firmware, and that was bad. And then they made it super expensive. I mean, if you want to sell those Mini 3s, you got to make it the same price as a Mini 2 or something, because the 4 is just way better.
Well, that's exactly the point, Eat More Possum. They don't want you to pay one thing off before you buy the next thing. That's not how this works.
Possum's on the payment plans too.
It's the it's your dealers, you know.
I'm on the $150 a month payment plan right now. It's going to take me 3 months to pay off freaking the domain. They should have made it look. They should have made it look like, you know, like a. They should have made it to be a little like The Simpsons, and they could have called it the domain.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at earlier. Lee McCready got himself the Mini 3 Pro, but hadn't been able to fly because of COVID and the weather.
COVID ain't going to stop me from flying freaking Mini 3. I'd be near death. That thing is going to go in the air. I just black out my face and cough a lot. Go out there with a fever. Hey, I did that when I was the other day when I was doing my reboot of the Kai 2, just getting back out flying. I was so sick that day, freaking sweating, and oh my Lord, I'm out there wandering around the field.
The reason you covered up your face that day is so you hope nobody would recognize you for what's that shitty ass flying. That
was rough.
Lee had COVID over New Year's. That sucks. Hope you're on the mend there, Lee.
Yeah, we do. We hope you're good.
A lot of that crap all are going around right now too. So
yeah,
Mini 3 is good. I don't know. I need to start putting some shit up for sale. Anybody looking for an Evo 1?
You still got the Evo 1, huh?
I still have the Evo 1.
That's going to be
You
an
know.
antique soon. Yeah, I still got the Spark, man. I told you.
I got 5 batteries for that. 2 of them are still in the box, new.
Wow. Better get those things charging up, man, because they might not ever work.
So yeah, I might have to break out the whole kit and start putting some cycles on
Just
the
cycle the
batteries.
batteries, yeah. Cycle those puppies. Ugh. Alrighty.
It's time for me to sell some shit.
Get rid of stuff. I can't.
Jim says he's pure DJI. He's a purist.
I'm pure DJ. I'm starting to be a. I need.
Well, now the later the show, the funnier the guests. Sunrise Water Media.
DJI needs to make a proper controller.
Who let Chris in here?
Before DJI does anything, they need to make a proper controller that actually works. That doesn't have the stupid spring thing on it.
He did 3 flights, was a real controller, and now he's an expert.
No, I know it sucks. When you don't know it sucks, when you're flying and you don't know it sucks, that's worse. Like, you know, I'm on my DJI controller too. I keep the throttle stick tight, you know, because if I fly the Avata, you got to have it a little bit tight. But when you fly it with anything else, you know, especially it was, you know, then you get the other crafts with the other controller, and you're free. You feel like your thumb got freed. You're like, wow, you know, you're all over the place.
Chris says he just got off work, aka Kelly finally kicked him out the studio.
Yeah, I said, you got to get out of here.
I'm not going to be held responsible. And there's Bob Casey.
You need to leave. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go home? You have to be old to know that, what I just said there. That's Dr. Seuss.
Since when do you know Dr. Seuss?
I was brought up by Dr. Seuss.
You more of a Cat and Chaos kind of a
Dr. Spock and Dr. Seuss. There we go. Here we go. Once again.
Oh, the 30-second maiden flight was low battery, screaming, SD card errors. Oh, by golly, we're putting it in the air.
Back. Oh, you gotta love it. Oh man, my neighbor down there getting the. Let me see if I can.
You should completely power loop that camper.
Watch this. If you look down here, let me try to stop it. Right down. Right. You see right there? You see that van down there at the mailbox? Yep. Let's see if I can make it bigger.
Yeah,
I'll
make you bigger. Hang on. There we go.
Right there. You see that van that's like pulled straight into the mailbox? That's my neighbor and her little kids in there saying, "Hey!" It's like at a really high-pitched voice. He's seen me fly before, so he's watching. I don't think I got very low. Did
you see that thing there at the bottom right? It says SD card formatting required.
Yeah, that's why I don't have footage that's SD or HD or 4K. So,
and then up top here it says it's got the red on the SD card, and then it says suggest format.
58 seconds is what I got. Right before I crashed. You can see I'm coming in going, oh my God, this is going to be hard. And I'm trying to miss this bush right there. That bush right there. I'm like, all right, I got to go over the bush and coming in hard, coming in hot. Oh, got to have fun. Coming in hot, coming in hot. My goal was to do some gyro flow of that, but I couldn't because obviously the card didn't get recorded too. Not the first time in my life that I
messed that up.
Oh, I flew every one of my quads on.
Oh, Michael is
Monday.
back, and he's making sense this time. Michael, right? Are you okay?
He's working.
Looking at his earlier messages, looked like he was having a stroke. He says he hadn't left and he's fine. Okay, well, good. You had some ramblings there earlier, and then I'm like, okay, this is kind of wild. All right, but if he's good, we can sigh of relief. So, anyhow, you got to feed the dog too, don't you?
Oh yeah, I got to feed Steve. My wife isn't home yet, so usually she comes home, but she's. Let's see. Yeah, my son's working really hard now in Phoenix. There's his new job right there. And the little short guy in front of him, that's his boss. And so he went from living for free in my house to now playing golf every day after work. Life sucks sometimes. I know it's all. All right, I better go feed Steve. Steve he's being pretty good. He usually comes up and sees me when he's waited long enough. He'll usually come up the stairs and go, hey, it's time to eat.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to take care of me? Do I have to do this myself? I want to play golf with a bunch of bankers. That's what I want my job to change. It's enough of this management of children. It's time to go and play golf with bankers.
Well, maybe you should have got yourself an education.
That's true. I should have got better. I should have got a degree that allowed me to play golf with bankers, but that's not what happened.
All right, fellas, I think we got about everything covered we're wanting to cover. Well, hold on. Sunrise is swearing again. Hold on.
I swear I so formatted that card, but the foot is generally separate. Yeah. I know I did. I knew I was going to forget something. I was trying to be calm, and I couldn't be calm. When you don't know what
meet up this month, no. This weekend was pretty much froze out. Next weekend's gonna be wet and cold.
Yeah, we're gonna be wet too. We got rain coming next week as well.
Yeah, I don't foresee any meetup happening this month. I think we'll postpone that till spring thaw, which should be end of next month. Now, what are you doing?
Formatting my card.
Formatting your card.
So I don't forget. Otherwise, I'll forget.
So
where's that card format? I'll forget.
Well,
I know I'll forget.
you never swear. Yeah. Bullshit.
Hey, enough of that. Come on, guys. That's
Bullshit.
advanced camera settings.
Advanced camera settings. What do you
Record
want?
with both. There we go. That's on there. Record on takeoff. Just making sure that's set up. Format. All right. Yeah.
This
I'm gonna format my SD card in there in my goggles. Get that crap that I've got in there. I don't have a battery for my quad, so I can't do that. I got to get the adapter.
Who are you calling Kia here, Bob? Who are you telling? Who are you calling Kia? Look, guys, 3 letters. Try to keep them in the right order, please. I know. That's been my thing. See, he got it.
All righty, guys. Time for me to go.
All good. Yeah, it's time for you to feed the dog, for me to jump in a truck and meet a guy about a thing. And
I got to see a man about a horse. That's the other thing I got to do. I just drank this 30-12
we
drink.
don't need what you do with horses on your time off. We don't need to know. Okay.
Finally home. Whoa, man. Where you live in LA? Hour-long commute?
No, I'm leaning out the window, but I'm going to say he's talking about his wife finally got home. He's probably hungry and waiting for her to fix them.
I'm talking about Kovacian there. He's freaking been driving the whole time he's been on today. So he's been traveling this whole stream. Yeah, there'll be no bullying this, Chris. You can bully freaking Sunrise all you want. I take offense to the bullying.
Who's taking offense to what?
Take a fence post to your head. Try to bully me. Ugh.
Oh, you about need that to reach.
Okay.
He'd
Look
be
at
looking
that.
awful funny.
Perfect solution for your DJI goggles. Your old V1 kit.
No, the perfect solution to DJI goggles is the V1 avatar case.
The case that fits really nicely, probably fits really nicely in my camera bag that I've got. All righty, man.
All right. Any more words of wisdom? Oh, we're all done.
I think we're good, man. I think it was good. We
All right.
got a lot of info out, and we were able to really look kind of into the future here. And we didn't see much because everything's blurry yet.
Yeah. And if you haven't had a chance yet, hit the thumbs up on the way out, please. I'd appreciate it.
And remember,
we're only at 10 this week. What's up with that? Last week we were at 22.
okay, remember, format your SD cards.
Yeah. What he said. Yeah. He said. That guy.
So actually, right now is the perfect time to fly. The sun's just ready, just went down. You got just enough light you got at altitude.
You want good advice, don't listen to Chris.
Don't fly a heavy, almost 5-inch drone in your neighborhood that's got a lot of people running around and cars.
And on that bit of wisdom, we bid you farewell. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place, 5 p.m. Central, however that works out for you. Until then, y'all take care.
thumbs up.
Thanks, Chris.